Hello dear students, welcome to YouTube channel Learn with Gisela. With this video I shall be starting Standard 9 Chapter 1 Number Systems. This is introductory video in which we shall study about different types of numbers, their classification, in which group do they lie. So we are going to learn everything about number system. So let's start. Now first of all, what are numbers? Numbers are arithmetical value representing a particular quantity. Say for example, age of a child is 14 years, right? Now over here, age is the quantity which is represented by an arithmetical value, that is 14. So 14 is the number, right? So any arithmetical value which helps us in representing or giving value to a quantity, like suppose height, weight, distance covered, speed. So all these arithmetical value are called numbers. So basically numbers are very helpful in assigning a value to a particular quantity. Quantities can be anything related to height, weight, marks obtained, or any other quantity we can have. Now there are various types of numbers like natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. We also have real numbers, imaginary numbers, and so on. Let us study them one by one. Natural numbers are set of positive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. They are also called counting numbers. Why they are called counting numbers? Because whenever we start our counting, we start from 1. So these are the natural numbers which are also called counting numbers. Suppose we have to count the number of children in the class. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So that's why these natural numbers are also called counting numbers. Now the smallest natural number is 1 because we always start with 1, and the greatest natural number is infinity because it extends to infinity. They are denoted by capital N. So capital N is a set of all the natural numbers starting from 1 to infinity. Now what are whole numbers? Whole numbers are positive numbers including 0. That means all the natural numbers and 0 comprise of whole numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on till infinity. Whole numbers do not include any fraction or negative numbers or decimals. All natural numbers together with 0 form whole numbers. The smallest whole number is 0 because it starts with 0, and further we have all the natural numbers. So all the natural numbers together with 0 form whole numbers. Now whole numbers are denoted by capital W. So W consists of all the numbers starting from 0 to infinite. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity we have whole numbers, right? Now what are integers? All the natural numbers together with 0 and the negatives of natural numbers form the collection of integers. Therefore, integers, we can say it consists of all the positive natural numbers, 0, and the negatives of the natural numbers. Basically, you can find them on the number line, all the negatives, 0, and the positive natural numbers. They are denoted by capital Z. Z is the first letter of the German word Zählen, which means to count. Zell means number. So this is how Z got associated with integers, because it came from the German word Zählen, which means count, and Zell means numbers. Now Z consists of all the negative natural numbers, you can say, and 0, and all the positive natural numbers, and it extends to infinite on both the sides, right? So we have negative infinity and positive infinity on both the sides. That means integers are continuous series from uh, infinity to minus infinity to plus infinity, right? Now what are rational numbers? The numbers of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, are known as rational numbers. So rational numbers are what? The numbers of the form p by q. That means any rational number we can write in the form of p by q, and where p and q are integers, that means they can be positive, negative, 0. Q should not be equal to 0. Why? Because it comes in the denominator, and if any number comes in the denominator which is a 0, it is not defined. So these three conditions, the number of the form p by q, p, q are integers, and q should not be equal to 0. So first condition, second condition, and three condition. If these three conditions are fulfilled, then the number is a rational number. The word rational is derived from the word ratio. They are denoted by Q capital. Q comes from the word quotient. So whenever we divide a number, say P divided by Q, we get a quotient. This we all know. So this Q letter has come from the word quotient. So Q is the set of all the rational numbers which are of the form P by Q, where P and Q belongs to integers and Q is not equal to 0. So these are the three conditions which satisfy the condition for a rational number. So now rational numbers include all the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. So it consists of all the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. All the plus, minus, positives, zero, everything it includes. Right? Now the decimal representation of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating but repeating. So this decimal representation we are going to study in detail later in later videos. Just for information, rational numbers, their decimal representation is terminating or non-terminating but repeating. For example, 1.25. So it is terminating. Okay. Similarly, if you have 0.32 with a bar, 0.32 with a bar, that means it is actually 32 is repeating, right? 32 is repeating after the decimal. It goes on repeating. So that means it is non-terminating and but repeating. Terminating is 1.25 or 0.15, 0.175, sorry. So these are terminating, but whereas in case of 0.32, if a bar is there, that means 0.323232, it is non-terminating but repeating. The numbers are repeating over here. So we put a bar over here. So we will study in detail later in the later videos also. Now let us move to irrational numbers. Now what are irrational numbers? The numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, are known as irrational numbers. The decimal representation of irrational numbers is non-terminating and non-repeating. Right? So irrational numbers are basically exactly opposite to rational numbers. Rational numbers can be expressed in the form of P by Q, whereas irrational numbers cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. Another thing, decimal representation of rational number was terminating and non-terminating but repeating. Over here it is non-terminating and non-repeating. It is neither terminating nor it is repeating. So altogether different values we get after decimal. Suppose square root of 2, square root of 3. So all the prime numbers, their root of prime numbers, if you divide it by long division method, you will find their decimal representation or the quotient will be non-terminating and non-repeating. Like pi, value of pi is 22 by 7. If you divide it by long division method, so you will get non-terminating and non-repeating decimal representation. Now, what are real numbers? The collection of all the rational and irrational numbers taken together are known as real numbers. That means real numbers consist of both the rational as well as irrational numbers. So we can say every real number is either a rational number or an irrational number. They are denoted by capital R. Right. Now every real number is represented by a unique point on the number line. So suppose we have a number line, right? In the middle we have 0. On the right hand side we have all the positives, right? And all the negatives we have on the left hand side, right? So every point on the number line, every point, also every point on the number line represent a unique real number. So real number, every real number also is a unique point on the number line. Even every point on the number line represent a unique real numbers. So every point, you can take any point over here, it will be a real number, right? So that is why we call this number line as a real number line, right? Now next are odd numbers. The numbers not divisible by 2 are called odd numbers. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. All these are odd numbers because they are not divisible by 2. Now what are even numbers? The numbers divisible by 2 are called even numbers, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All these numbers are divisible by 2, therefore they are called even numbers. Now what are prime numbers? The natural numbers which are divisible by itself and unity. Unity means 1 are called prime numbers. These numbers cannot have any factors other than itself and 1. For example, say 7. 7 can be divided by 7. We will get 1. 7 if divided by say 1, we will get 7. There is no other divisor of 7 except for the number itself and unity. Unity means 1. So either 7 will be divided by 7, we will get 1, or 7 will be divided by 1, we shall get 7. Right. So these numbers are called prime numbers which have no other divisor except for themselves, itself, or unity. So numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, all these are prime numbers. Right. Now what are composite numbers? Composite numbers are those numbers which have other divisors also besides 1 and the number itself. So it can be divided by other numbers also, and by beside 1 and the number itself. Like for example, take for example 6. 6 can be divided by 6, we will get 1. 6 can be divided by 1, we will get 6. But 6 can also be divided by 2 and we will get 3, and 6 can also be divided by 3 and we will get 2. So it can be divided by other numbers also. It has other divisors also, except for 1 and number itself, it has other divisors also. So those numbers are called composite numbers. They are exactly opposite to prime numbers. In the prime numbers we have they are divisible only by itself or and unity, whereas composite numbers are divisible by other numbers also besides 1 and the number itself, like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. These are all composite numbers. Now further, what are co-prime numbers? Two natural numbers, not necessarily prime numbers, they need not be prime numbers, are called co-prime if their HCF is 1. That means the highest common factor is 1. For example, two natural numbers, let us take 1 and 2. They are in pairs, right? They have the common factor 1, right? 3 and 4. 4 is not a prime number, but they are co-prime numbers because they have the common factor 1. 6 and 7. 6 is not a prime number. 7 is a prime number, but they are called co-prime numbers because their HCF is 1. 5 and 8. Right. 5 is a prime number. 8 is not a prime number, but together they are called co-prime numbers because their highest common factor is 1. There is common factor is only 1. 3 and 10. Common factor again is 1. Right. So these are known as co-prime numbers. They occur in pairs. Right. So this is it. Hope you have understood different types of numbers. In the next video, we shall be learning about how to find rational number between two given rational numbers. Thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead.